But as promised, let's pull in another management. We have Visakha Industries. Well, the stock is under some pressure, though it's been a big outperformer in the last few weeks. The quarter looked quite good, actually. To understand more about that, we have Mr. Vamsi Krishna, the joint MD, who joins us on the show. Hi, Vamsi. Thanks so much for joining in. Well, the numbers look pretty good. Fill us in with a few details. What has been the volume growth in the roofing segment? That's point number one. The second factor is give us a sense in terms of the price increases that you took in the last quarter. You could compare quarter one with the fourth quarter effective price increase, or you could compare it on a year-on-year basis as well. Please go ahead.
Nigel, thank you so much for having me. So first off, I think I need to mention that, during the second wave of COVID, like all industries, we were also in a very tough spot. But I must really credit our team. We've done a great job, the team at our company, and we managed to get almost about 8% growth in Q1 in spite of various lockdowns. In fact, one of our plants in the south was completely shut due to red category high COVID cases. And in spite of that, our team managed a very good output of around 8% growth. That's point one. And point two, regarding the price increase, what you were mentioning, we got almost about 10 rupees increase from Q4 to Q1 this year. So that's been a good outlook for what we were predicting. And in spite of the COVID issues, we still managed to put a good show.
Okay, all right. So 10 rupees price increase on a quarter basis, and you're saying on a year-on-year basis, the volume increase is around 8%. We got those numbers correct? Yeah. Okay, all right. The smaller part of your business is a yarn business. It's showing a bit of a turnaround. You expect that to sustain? What kind of a revenue outlook are you looking at from that business? And will it stay in the green for the remainder of these quarters?
So, Nigel, as you know, last year was a horrible time for the entire textile industry. And this year, we are actually confident that we'll be back to the numbers as normal performance. Maybe we should be around 200 to 250 crores by year end in terms of our full capacity, in terms of textiles. Definitely, we are waiting eagerly for the school segments to open up because that is one of our major segments. Having said that, necessity drives us to find new ways to look at the business. So we have started sustainable yarns almost about a year ago. And happy to share that we have touched almost 25% upward in terms of our sales contribution of the new business. We are also looking at new other variants in terms of fire, in terms of catonic, and different variants from textiles as well. So we are really trying to expand our base in the textile businesses.
But Krishna, you said that this quarter was, impacted because of COVID, and there was a COVID disruption in terms of your performance. But what can you guide us for in FY22? Have you completely normalized your operations? What are you probably going to do in terms of revenue as well as volumes?
Absolutely. So this year we are actually quite bullish. Even since the last Q4, we were looking at a very strong year for FY22. I think we'll be looking at anywhere around 10% growth in the overall AC business. We are coming up with our new plant of 1 lakh metric tons, which should be out by December this year. In fact, we are the first guys to do this in the last 10 years. We are the first guys to set up a new plant in this industry. And coming to VNext, it's a great story. From 1,000 square feet to today, we are selling almost 10 million square feet per month. And we are coming up with a new plant of an additional, about 50 to 80,000 tons of new capacity in that business. We are expecting to grow about 25% in the VNext business as well. And in regards to Atom, I think some good developments. Now we are specifying into the Leh Ladakh government, barracks, army barracks, and also got into HAL. We are right now doing a project for them. So interesting things happening on Atom as well. I think this year from Atom also we should be having a good contribution to our turnover. So overall, I think this year maybe about a 10 to 15% overall growth is what we are looking at as a company.
15% revenue growth.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Also, give us a quick number in terms of your market share. I think it was hovering around 20% odd. You were indicating a couple of times that you'll focus on profitability now rather than volumes. What's the updated market share?
Absolutely, Nigel. So right now we'll be around 80 to 20%, anywhere between that all the time. But this time around, I think because of the cyclone issue in the west, the Tokte cyclone, and also our plant being shut versus the competitor plants not being having the same effect, fortunately. Uh, it is a difficult time to say about market share, but I think we are in a we are in a good poised situation in terms to gather more. That's the reason for expansion as well. I think we should be retaining our 20%. Anything upward is what we are looking at to finish off this year.
Okay. All right, Vamsi, it's good speaking to you. Thanks so much for stopping by. You're adding capacity, as you said. I think the first player in the ACS business after nearly around a decade. So that gives you a sense in terms of the kind of demand that you're seeing, guiding for a growth of close to around 15% in this year. We look forward to chatting with you later in the quarter.